Hello students, myself Dr. Harpreet Kaur from Khalsa College Patiala. Today I will discuss with you about the site and soil selection for the orchard. And this lecture is for B.Sc Agriculture Part 2 students. Now, first of all, in the introduction, we all know that the success of an orchard is as good as the planning and its site preparation. Shortcuts and haphazard approaches can result in major problems during the orchard's life. So it is easier to amend a site before the trees are planted than it's once they are in the ground. Now for the selection of site, it is always better to start an orchard in a fruit growing area than in a new locality where few or no orchard exists. And the second point of the selection includes this will not only helps in sharing the experience of local fruit growers but also purchasing of plant material, orchard equipments, transportation, marketing, storage of fruits, etc. And the third one is that the site for an orchard should be either as close to a consuming center or the market as possible, or on a road or connected by the rail. So these are the important points that should be kept in mind while selecting a site for an orchard. Now, under climate, the climate of a site where the fruits are to be grown on a commercial scale must be considered carefully. Some factors, which are the important climatic factors such as day and night temperature, rainfall, wind, light, atmospheric humidity, hailstorms, frost occurrence, are the very important for selection of fruits to be grown there. Now, there are various types of fruits which are suitable for the different climatic regions, and these are categorized as number one is tropical climate. Tropical climate includes the fruits such as mango, banana, papaya, pineapple, pear, cashew, coconut, etc. They can thrive well in the tropical climate. Second is the subtropical climate. In subtropical climate, some of the fruits like guava, grapes, lychee, citrus, dates, falsa, pomegranate, peach, and pear, they require a subtropical climate. And in case of temperate climate, fruits like apple, pear, peach, plum, blackberry, strawberry, apricot, walnut, almond, etc. grow well. So we should always select fruits according to the agroclimatic conditions so that they can thrive well and they can survive well. Now for soil, loamy or the sandy loam soil is considered the best for most of the fruits grown. But the soil should be shallow with no rocky substrata. Soils with a very high or low pH, soils having poor drainage and high water table during the rainy season should be avoided because such type of soils can create problem in further growth of the trees. The orchard site should have a uniform soil with at least 3 to 4 feet topsoil on which the fruit trees will grow because the 3 to 4 feet topsoil is very fertile soil from which the plants get nutrients for their growth and development. Now, after choosing soil, we have to clear and level the land. If the land is already under cultivation, nothing except preliminary preparation is necessary. But if the land is uncultivated, it is necessary to put them under the deep plowings and leveling. And if the selected site is under forest area, the existing trees and bushes should be removed by uprooting. And about the irrigation, the source of irrigation should be as permanent because one assuring the supply of requisite quantity of irrigation water throughout the year. An orchard flourish only well when put under irrigation, particularly during the dry months, because irrigation source is very important in proper growth and development of an orchard and their survival. And fencing is also an important practice which should be practiced. It is required to protect the trees of the orchard from frequent visits of wild animals and stray animals, and also to prevent the stealing of fruits and then other orchards properly. And some kind of fence is highly required. This may be made of erecting a mud wall or high brick walls with the tops lined with the glass pieces or barbed wire fencing. Now, about the windbreaks. Windbreak is a very important practice. The planting of the windbreaks should precede that of the fruit trees by at least 2 to 3 years if they are to give an effective protection to the orchard. A well-established windbreak reduces the velocity of the wind, checks the evaporation losses of the soil moisture, and it prevents the trees from cold winds and also reduces the frost damage to a greater extent. Windbreaks has another advantage also, and we can check the air temperature or the soil temperature, which can be relatively reduced by using the windbreaks. So, some of the examples of the trees which are commonly grown as a windbreaks are Polyalthia longifolia, Casuarina equidicifolia, Erythrina indica, Eucalyptus, Grevillea robusta, Delbergia sisu, Putranjiva, and some of other species such as Averhora and then Bambusa species, they can be used as a windbreak in our orchards. So this is the picture which depicts that windbreaks are necessary for protecting our orchard from the hot winds and strong winds, and the orchard can get calm, even winds. Now about the roads, paths, irrigation and drainage channels. Roads and paths are absolutely necessary for making every portion of the orchard easily approachable and for the convenience in operations like manuring, spraying and transportations. The roads should be clean, pakka or kacha, and they can be interlinked and intercrossed with each other so that all the operations can be done very easily or conveniently. The permanent irrigation and drainage channels should also be dug in the straight line and without interfering the main roads to economize the use of irrigation water. So, from all this topic, we can conclude that before the actual laying out of the orchard and understanding the planting work, a detailed plan of the orchard should be drawn, showing the boundary, main gate, roads, paths, source of irrigation, drainage, and irrigation channels, and also the individual plots for the fruits to be grown. This will help to establish the orchard correctly and conveniently. So, this is about the orchard site and soil selection, and I hope you will get the information in this slides, and it also gains some source of information to you also. Then, thank you so much.